Good afternoon. It's Thursday the 24th of August 2023. I'm making a shorter video, but also a earlier video because I'm done trading for the day. It's currently 12:45 a.m. or 12:47 p.m. Eastern Time, which is about 5:45 p.m. British time. So on my screen is the MES chart, the 5-minute chart, and I took 2 trades today. I had a bad day yesterday. I was trying to short every single level I could find on the ES, and I got stopped out several times, and I should have walked probably about here, but I still got stopped out, and I wasn't involved in this bit, to be honest. But it was a bad day. I was trying to short everything when I should have been going long, and I'll just go over the most obvious trade which I always want to keep an eye on, but I always forget and don't take a look, and that's the break and retest of the pre-market high or low. So yesterday we had this double bottom in a area of interest, this demand zone, came back in, the double bottom came in, and it was a higher low as well. So we've got the low there, higher low, and even though we were below all the moving averages, my mind was focused on shorting only, and probably because, let me just zoom out, we've got this channel which I've drawn on the hourly, but we can see it quite clearly in the 5-minute. So we've been testing this channel for the last few days, up to there, to the top of there, couldn't quite make it back, bottom, tested it again at the bottom, pushed back up, and obviously today, look what happened today, pushed right down. But I'm just going to quickly go over yesterday's trades, because I didn't do my end of trade video because I was so depressed in my trading. I decided just to shut everything down. But the obvious trade yesterday is this one. It's the pre-market top, and it was the break and retest of the pre-market high, and just needed to get in long there as confirmation, and you wouldn't look back, your stop loss would have been there, and look where it ended. It ended up at 44.76, and you could have got in at 44.30 area. So that's easily a 25. Well, the market closed. Where did the market close? There. No, there. So that was a easy $20 move on the market, and you wouldn't have even stopped out, kept a runner going. But what I was trying to do, I was shorting all these levels, and it got quite frustrating, shorting at every level, trying to, I think I did okay on that one, but it was too late because my bigger losses was here. I had a major level here and I got stopped out. So disappointing day, and based on that I re-enabled my EMA clouds indicator, which lets me specify, lets me basically see up and down trends on my charts. In the 5-minute chart I can clearly see this cloud indicator, zoom in so you can see it. You can see the green, this green shaded area showing me the trade, and really, had I seen that, I shouldn't have been shorting at all. If it's green, that means go long, not go short. So my bias was very unfocused yesterday. I was trying to short everything. So moving over to today, we saw that big push up because of NVIDIA results yesterday. Nice move up, and then we ended the day about here, and then in the pre-market order, which opens again at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we hit the top of the channel. So we basically went from the bottom of this channel all the way up to the top of this channel, and we ran along the top of this channel. And like yesterday, because we ran along the bottom of the channel, my mind was focused, and we broke the channel, I was focused on shorting it. I just wanted to see it tank, and that's why I was biased one way. And today I saw that and I thought, you know what, I can't be biased again for long, because it's running along the top of this channel. Does that mean it wants to break out, or does it want to just tease all the uneducated traders and push back down? So today I did something a bit different. I enabled this cloud indicator, which shows me whether it's an uptrend and downtrend, and you can see when I started paying more attention to it, when I started looking at my machine from 9 AM UK time, which is about here, we saw it push out. It tested the channel a few times before eventually had a fake out up to this level. Look at that, right onto that level as well. And that's what got me interested, that candle there. And it was a fake breakout, and we was in the clouds were showing up in a downtrend, a sort of small down, only a micro downtrend. So I kept an eye on it, and I could see we had this little wedge pattern setting up. And so I decided to wait for a break and retest of the VWAP, and that's kind of where I went. So let's draw that in so we can see. And so we had this area which is the bottoms of the post-market or pre-market at the time, and we had tops of these candles, There's an area of confidence as well. So it's a pretty strong resistance area, and also we had this highly concentrated volume, and this orange line is the point of control. So I was pretty certain that we were going to probably not push up much higher than this, and we already made a big move because of the earnings last night, and we saw this green turn to red, and that's when I started getting really interested. We broke down, we saw it hover around, came back up, retested the VWAP, and my entry was right on the VWAP just there. So I was in with only 2 contracts of MES because I was taking it easier today because I didn't want to have a bad losing day again, and not once was I in the red on this trade. My first out was on the 200 moving average, I think it was just before that, and one thing that I was concerned about was this volume decreasing, and as we were driving down, and in my mind I was thinking, oh, maybe we are going to be pushing up, because that's declining volume on declining price, which usually means weakness. And so I hesitated. My out should have been the moment the red turned to green and broke that green candle high. So it should have been, I should have got out on this candle as it pushed up. But I held it, and in the end I got out as we broke over the 200 moving average. So it was a good out, because obviously then we saw this movement out. So my analysis was right. I was just delayed and taken it. I should have got out there, and it lost me a few extra points of profit, but it was a good trade overall. So, and because I was only trading a small size rather than my normal size, even in pre-market it was a smaller size, my stop loss was there, and even though I kept a runner all day today, it wouldn't have got anywhere near my stop loss. And look where we are today, look where we are right now. So you could say that's a nice little play just there. If I was watching it, I may have taken it, but we are declining volume as well on this pullback, so it looks like a good short. In fact, it is a good short, because look what it's doing now. Anyway, so my next play today was a similar play, going with the trend. We're now in a micro 5-minute downtrend, even though the hourly was still in an uptrend. And what I was waiting for, saw this move down, came into an area of interest, and I was probably looking to go long, but I was more biased short, and I really wanted to take the break and retest of this area here, and it is in an area of supply as well, this red zone, and coming up into the VWAP and the 50 moving average. So I got in, I was a bit early getting in, so I got in on the lows of that candle, which was about there, and I added about there, and the idea was right, but I was a bit early getting in. In fact, I should have been using the top of this zone as my entry, and because I didn't want to make a loss, and I lost yesterday, I got both my contracts, I got out on literally as we went through the VWAP, but I didn't give it time, and it instantly rejected the 50 and the VWAP, and I think that's more down to fear of losing profits what I gained earlier. So I was out, and I was probably back to break even, because that was only a small position as well. Where was that one? So I waited for my re-entry, and as it broke back down through the VWAP, I got back in again with the contracts of MES, and as you can see, rode it right down. So I took profit there. So I was back up for the day, and I waited for it to break the low, and as it pulled back up, I thought maybe it's going to double bottom, so I got out there. It's also a level I was watching as well at 44.54, which was on my plan as a high risk bounce, and I should have identified it also as a higher probability or high risk break and retest. But even if I had, my bias was I still wanted to get out for profit, so I was out on the low, and as you can see, I got out on the first. I had that much off the run, and it continued going down for the rest of the run. So if I could improve on that, I probably would have just made sure I ran it along the 8 moving average, because look at that, not once did it close above the 8 moving average until we got to this candle here. So I'll work on that side of it, but it ended the day with good profit, and I am actively waiting for a retest. I'm looking for 44.40, so if it takes it, then I may go long as a scalp against the trend. But look at that little sell set up there, which I was just eyeing up a few minutes ago. It's working perfectly. So stop loss there, you're already at 1R, and that can probably easily get back down to a double bottom. And that's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm hoping for. A double bottom is a major area, 4400 as well. Big hourly demand area coming off of this area, and last time we got back down there, we saw that big push up, and it's the bottom of the channel as well. So that's it. That's my only trades for today. I was looking at this trade here as well as a potential bounce, and because it's the top of this supply channel as well, a demand channel, but there was no confirmation. In fact, even if I was looking to take a break and retest, where would you have got in? There was no break or retest of this area. Potentially there, but it wasn't quite near the level. Really want it to come back to the 20 moving average. You could have potentially taken it there, first change of colour, or a GBI there, but again, it wasn't much. I couldn't really find a move to get in, so I kind of watched the rest of the day go down when I got out there. So technically I've been in since, where did I get in? It's a break and retest of the VWAP. I got in there, that was my entry up here earlier. So, and I got in again here as well, and 2/3 of the day it's still moving down. I took the first third. That's okay, I'm happy with that. It's profit on the day, and I'm pleased that I've taken it, and I'm pleased I didn't have a losing day, which is good because it's made up for the last two. Yes, it was a bad losing day which wiped out all my profits from half of last week, and Monday, Tuesday were both break-even days, so uneventful. But the warning signs were there. I was over trading on both those days as well, and yes, I was over trading and oversizing, so I deserved the kick at the backside I got, and that's why I'm looking at it a bit differently today. And I'm glad, because I've re-simplified all of my charts, got rid of all the clutter and all the levels I had, and just made it really simple, just with higher probability, lower probability areas, and not worried about all the little intermediate areas. You know, originally I had levels for there, and I had levels for there, I had levels down here for, and it's just too much. I just want to play the major areas, and I'm happy to sit and wait, which is why I've been sitting and wait for this level. Didn't come today, and I'm waiting for this level, waiting for confirmation down here. I really want to take it at 4400, so that's what I'm waiting for. If we get back down to there, I'll probably take a trade. If we get a double bottom, I will look for confirmation as well, watching volume. We're still declining volume here at the moment, so be interested to see what we get in the next hour or so. Right, have a great day, and hope you had a good day trading. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your time.